So I've done two pillars so far. One was one country or multilateral deep trade agreements. Start at the Indo-UK FTA, start building an Indo-UK DTA, and do that with the European Union, do that with Japan. And hey, why stop there? Build a new WTO, which is based on extreme conceptions of trade liberalization, where you just walk out of all the traditional Indian economic nationalism. So you take any idea you've got in Indian economic nationalism and write it down and remove it. So we do globalization completely. Second part was a whole bunch of the domestic things that need to be done with this priority that, okay, the United States is embroiled in great turmoil. For some years, the United States is not doing well. It's about a third of global trade in goods and services. So we have to focus on the remainder of the West, that is the advanced economies of the world, who now are the prime target for Indian economic activity. And how do this Indian firms do better in engaging with them? How do those firms get more comfortable to come into India and do more in India? And I sketched a domestic agenda for what has to be done. That is the foundation for how to deal with the US and how to deal with China. The US and China are very, very important. And again, you can't do autarky. Nobody should do autarky. It is not wise. What is needed is we are here and we should do a negotiation. There is no place for pride. Okay? Great leaders prioritize prosperity over pride is a recent Business Standard article of mine. Okay? And you have to engage with these countries with all their problems. And the point is, if flattery will get you past Donald Trump, you should do that. Okay, we should do whatever it takes. I mean, Donald Trump is a right-wing nationalist, populist, underclass hatred against the elite. Now understand that. So we need that deep depth of expertise on understanding the MAGA movement, of understanding the new American right wing, and thinking deeply about how to talk to them, how to negotiate with them. It is not about making snappy comments in conferences or on Twitter. It is about how to get our job done. It is not a question of pride. It is a question of Indian self-interest. And that takes expertise. It's not easy. It's not a small thing on figuring out the United States and learning how to negotiate with them and how to further the Indian interests. And the same with China. This is a very messy situation. I'm absolutely not there to say it will be easy. You cannot go in with Hindi chini bhai bhai. Okay? China has behaved very badly at Doklam and at Galwan, and Lord knows there will be more such difficulties in the future. And there is a big mess going on with Chinese overproduction and difficulties of anti-dumping and so on. So I'm not diluting the difficulty. But the Indian side needs the brain's trust of extreme expertise on understanding China, understanding Xi Jinping, being able to go deep inside his mind and then understand what is the carrot and stick, what is the negotiating position through which we can further the Indian interests.